two towering mountain ranges in Iran have become a protective shield against Israeli aggression, acting as natural fortresses that guard Iran from Zionist attacks. At the heart of Iran's defense lies a powerful secret hidden within these very mountains. Last year, Israel launched a series of drone and missile attacks on Iran, and Iran managed to defend against nearly 90% of them. In this, the Zagros and Alborz mountain ranges played a crucial role. But how did these natural formations stand up against Israel's advanced weaponry? That's the mystery we're uncovering in today's video. The Zagros and Alborz Mountains have now become Israel's biggest challenge in launching an attack on Iran. Behind this natural wall lies a deep and calculated strategy from Iran's military. And to understand it, we need to go back to October of last year. Iran has long supported armed groups across the Middle East as a way to counter Israeli aggression. These groups are often labeled as proxies by Western nations, including the United States. Iran is said to be supplying weapons and ammunition to the Palestinian resistance group Hamas, the Lebanese group Hezbollah, and Yemen's Houthi fighters, building a resistance zone to push back against Israel, according to accusations by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the White House. On April 1st last year, Israeli forces carried out an airstrike on Iran's consulate building in Damascus, the capital of Syria. That attack killed 7 senior officers from Iran's elite defense wing, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. In response, the IRGC launched more than 300 drones and missiles at Israel's capital, Tel Aviv, on April 13th. In retaliation, the Israel Defense Forces, or IDF, carried out airstrikes on missile defense systems located in Iran's Isfahan province. Then, in July, Israel assassinated a Hezbollah commander in an airstrike over the Lebanese capital, Beirut. But that wasn't the end of it. Later that same month, Israeli forces launched a bombing in Tehran, targeting Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh, who was killed in the strike. Though Israel did not officially take responsibility for the attack, the message was clear. Even Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, found himself in the crosshairs of Netanyahu's bombing campaign. This reignited the flames of revenge in Iran. And on October 1st, Iran responded with around 180 ballistic missiles, an operation it named True Promise 2, striking directly at one of Netanyahu's military bases. However, Israeli officials have released no official details about the extent of the damage. Netanyahu roared back. On October 26th, Israel launched a wave of destruction across the Iranian capital, Tehran, that lasted for hours. The IDF carried out a powerful airstrike targeting Iran's drone and missile production facilities, as well as key defense systems. 4 IRGC military officers and 1 civilian were killed in the attack. Taking full responsibility, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu declared, "We've dealt a heavy blow to Iran's defense and missile production capabilities. Anyone who attacks us will not be spared." British news outlet BBC confirmed this statement in a report published on October 28 last year. Even though Iran suffered losses from this Israeli missile strike, Iranian officials claimed that the country's mountain ranges protected Tehran from facing severe damage. But how exactly? The distance between Israel and Iran stretches over 1,000 kilometers. Yet Iran's Zagros and Alborz mountain ranges play a key role in defending against potential attacks from countries like Israel. These mountains aren't military fortresses in themselves, but Iran is using them to gain strategic advantages because of their geographic position. The Zagros Range lies in Iran's western region, close to the Iraqi border. Inside or beneath these mountains, Iran has established missile silos, military installations, and command centers, forming a protective zone that shields against conventional bombing attacks from Israel. Iran has also stored ballistic missiles, UAV systems, and other strategic weapons here to strike back at Israel if necessary. This was confirmed by the Tehran Times in a report published on April 12th. Iranian scientists have developed advanced air defense systems called Bavar 373 and Rad-2, inspired by the Russian-made S-300 system. When Israel's sophisticated missiles and drones came in, they were intercepted and brought down by these Iranian systems. These cutting-edge defense weapons are mostly hidden within the Alborz and Zagros mountain ranges. Meanwhile, the vast Alborz Mountains, stretching across northern Iran near the Caspian Sea, have become a protective barrier for Tehran and the surrounding northern cities against Israeli strikes. These remote areas make it extremely difficult for Iran's enemies to carry out intelligence surveillance using satellites or drones. Israeli agents also face significant challenges operating in these rugged mountainous regions, something that has helped shield Iran from enemy infiltration and attacks. As a direct signal to Israel, Iran recently unveiled 4 underground missile cities. These fortified locations, controlled by the IRGC, store hundreds of thousands of next-generation ballistic missiles. Alongside the protective shield of the mountains, these underground missile cities have now become Iran's second line of defense. Just recently, Iran announced it was preparing for another large-scale offensive targeting Israel. Last month, IRGC Deputy Commander Ali Fadavi revealed plans for Operation True Promise 3, stating that the mission to destroy Zionist forces would be launched at the appropriate time. Iranian Defense Ministry spokesperson Rear Admiral Reza Tlaib added, "We now possess over 900 defense systems, ranging from ballistic missiles to unmanned aerial vehicles, all developed domestically by our scientists." Among Iran's 4 missile cities, weapons like Khyber Shekan, Emad, and Sejil missiles are being stockpiled in massive numbers. The IRGC has already equipped launchers with missiles that are ready for deployment. This strong posture comes in direct response to recent threats from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who openly vowed to shut down Iran's influence. In turn, Iran has taken a firm and unwavering stance. Nature itself, with its towering mountains, has become Iran's silent ally in resisting Israeli aggression. On top of that, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's military circle continues to advance, using the scientific and technological achievements of its experts. Amidst all this tension, Netanyahu has reportedly coordinated with former U.S. President Donald Trump in plotting against Iran. However, with nuclear talks still ongoing between Tehran and the White House, neither Netanyahu nor the current U.S. president has taken direct military action, at least not for now. But Netanyahu is known to change his stance without hesitation, something clearly seen in the IDF's renewed attacks on Gaza, violating the agreed terms of the ceasefire.